Today we will be installing this oil catch can and this centrifugal filter on this Giulia.
This video was made in cooperation with JTD-Performance.
While editing, a improved method for installing the catch can released. So if the car turns blue, you will know why. For this Giulia, it's much easier to replace the centrifugal filter. It's because of all the space you have. The Q4 Advanced Efficiency and Veloci have a water-cooled intercooler, which requires a lot of more work in able to reach the filter. Also, the catch can will not be plug and play on one of those versions. Please visit JTD-Performance.com for more information. You can see all the oil coming out of the intake pipe. This is most likely excessive blow-by and it will lead to soaking the air filter, and this can also ruin your MEF sensor. Pay attention to the plastic coolant line when removing the airbox. When you take off the alternator belt, you can lock the tensioner with a 3mm pin or a drill bit. The centrifugal filter is attached to the intake side balance shaft. The balance shaft is connected to the crankshaft at the flywheel side of the engine with another gear in between. I've heard that these gears can come loose and punch a hole in the block, but maybe that's something for another video. There is 4 bolts holding the faceplate in place. When you take the bolts out, use 2 of them to pry the faceplate out. Try to tighten the 2 bolts simultaneously or you might break the plate. Also, you want to put a rag beneath it to catch the little bit of oil that will come out. The bolt is usual threaded bolt, which means lefty loosey and righty tighty, counterclockwise to loosen. We found the prehistorical version of the filter. Here you can see the old and the new one. Thoroughly clean the parts and change the rubber seals provided in the kit. I cut the filter in half just to show you what it looks like, and also a bit out of curiosity. Use some Loctite on the bolt and torque it down to 9 Newton meters. I have cleaned all the parts and will now replace the rings. There is one larger and one smaller ring, so be aware. You will want to put some grease or engine oil on the rubber rings. It's so the faceplate will get in position much easier. Simultaneously tighten the bolts and torque them down 12 to 14 Newton meters. Next up is the catch can. It's a real beauty and it feels like good quality. The kit will also provide you with a manual, 2 thin hose clamps, 2 thicker hose clamps, all the needed screws, the bracket, and of course the catch can himself. There is a rubber seal ring on the can. You can apply a little bit of oil to prevent it from tearing when you screw it back together. These 2 rubber hoses I show you right here are the ones from the old type. The newer one, the new prototype, has longer ones because it has a new mounting point. It's farther away from the engine. If you have not already, inspect your air filter and MEF sensor. If they are clean, you're good to go. Now you can get rid of the old breather pipe. If you have a version with the heating element on the pipe, you will have to be creative and not get rid of the whole pipe. The bracket is adjustable. Just loosen the 2 8mm bolts and you can move it left and right. I used a 3mm drill bit. You also want to apply a bit of paint when you drill the holes to prevent it from corroding. The thicker hose clamps go on the catch can side, the small one on the engine side. Try to attach the breather hose in the angle as I show you. Use a bit of grease to get the hose all the way on the pipe, or you can file off the plastic brim. The catch can be easily screwed off from below. I recommend you check once a month with this cold and freezing weather. That's it for this video. If you have any questions regarding the video, please let me know in the comments or send me an email. If this helped you out, help me out by giving it a like.